Welcome back, friends, with more of the Big Bang Theory. This is Season 5, Episode 23. Last week, we had a very heartfelt and wonderful episode. First, Howard had an iffy bachelor party. People were giving iffy speeches. But because Wheaton was recording, Bernadette found out about his past sexual exploits and his creepiness. And we were shown that Howard had matured and is no longer the guy he was before. Nice to see him come into his own. Just 2 more episodes left in this season, though. Let's get started with this one. Bam! Okay, that didn't work.
We need to talk about your upcoming mission.
Yes. I've been doing my push-ups.
Have you now?
I'm still stuck at 9, but...
9!
It's great, but that's not why I called.
Cancelled?
A bit of a snafu.
Oh.
Soyuz capsule failed the pressurization test, so bottom line, mission's been scrubbed.
Oh, man.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
This was my dream ever since I was a little kid.
He even got a nickname. Fruit
really
Loops. That sucks.
Yes, thank you!
Oh, he's happy. He's happy about it.
I'm not gonna die in space!
He was expecting to.
I'm going to need a larger shirt. This one's a little tight under the arms.
Why are you wearing long underwear?
You're kidding.
It's rental.
Shouldn't the question be, why aren't you?
They're renting clothes, so that's why.
No,
Okay.
it should be, why are you?
Leonard, these rental tuxedos have been worn by hundreds of sweaty strangers. Yeah, I don't like my own sweat touching my skin. How do you think I feel about theirs?
Get Batman's tux.
We're gonna go up in a rocket designed in the 1960s by the Russians.
Yeah, so?
When was the last time you were at Best Buy and heard someone say, ooh, check out this Blu-ray player?
Made
It must be
in Russia."
Built in Russia.
Their technology isn't that bad.
When you come back to
Isn't
Earth
that
in a
bad.
Soyuz capsule, the whole thing was designed by the same brilliant minds who are unable to capture Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Let me explain the difference between you and me.
Okay.
You watch
Okay,
Star Trek.
Howard.
I live it.
Please,
There's only one of us here brave enough to almost do what I almost did.
Almost do. I hope he gets to go. Oh. It's a little
You
big on
must
him.
be burning up.
Not more than your urethras will be after whatever's in those pants swims up them.
They cleaned the tuxedos.
Cut quite the... Oh, a tissue! A tissue! Oh, good lord!
Where's he going? He keeps emergency Purell in the car.
Keys!
Oh, Sheldon. I'm so surprised he doesn't keep it with him.
It's the gas I use in my free electron laser to support high voltages, but it also has an interesting secondary use.
Ah, fun.
If you're a cop, you have to tell me, right?
Oh, Penny. I love her jokes sometimes.
What's it supposed to? Oh my god, this is so...
So freaky.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
It only lasts for a very short time.
Leonard, I am your father.
I have never been more attracted to a woman who sounds like a man in my life.
Aww.
You know how we've been taking things slow?
Oh?
Well,
And I promise, after waiting 4 months, fast is what you're gonna get.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they hadn't been sleeping together.
yeah, just
I forgot.
one thing. Since last time you saw me naked, I got a Cookie Monster tattoo. The acceptable
Ah.
responses when you see it are awesome or nothing.
Awesome.
Cookies.
Aww. Cookie.
Amy.
Okay.
7 o'clock, right on time.
Date night?
It's not an accident.
He waited
Outside your
outside.
door for 20 minutes.
Well, with our friends moving forward in their relationships, I've decided that we should make progress in ours as well.
Dear Lord.
Not the best reasoning,
2
but
years ago, we didn't even know each other. And now, I'm in your apartment after dark.
this
How much
does
faster
need to
can
move
this
a little
thing
fast.
go?
Okay.
I'm going to dip into my neurobiological bag of tricks.
Oh, you brain monkeys kill me. Dip away.
Brain monkeys.
Beings form emotional attachments as they grow up. In your case, to your mother, superheroes, etc. I'm going to attempt an experiment that will get you to transfer those feelings to me.
Transfer.
Well, seems what's on the menu tonight is malarkey with a big side of poppycock.
Malarkey.
We'll see. Let's start with
We'll
a little
see.
romantic dinner music, shall we?
Romantic? Oh.
Super Mario Brothers theme.
Yes.
I see
Oh.
what you're doing.
And it's gonna
You're
work
taking a lot of
anyway.
work, triggering an involuntary memory of me playing that game. Admittedly, the happiest 600 hours of my childhood.
600? Well, how did
But
you
it
play
will
that for
work.
600 hours?
Fine.
Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun. Boy, boy.
She's barely able to
May I offer
contain
you
her
something to drink?
joy.
Strawberry quick.
Ooh.
I love Strawberry Quick.
In a glass.
That's my favorite pink fluid.
It looks like Pepto-Bismol.
Narrowly beating out Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I think it will go nicely with what I have prepared.
Spaghetti and with hot dogs cut up in it.
Spaghetti with little pieces of hot dog cut up in it.
Oh, she's done her
Mama
homework.
used to make.
We should do this more often.
Do you see what's happening here? Uh-huh. And she has the biggest smile. Drat. Uh-oh. Amazing.
Sorry, I crossed a line. I didn't mean to.
Who says something like that right in the middle of sex?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
Stand up. People, it's the heat of the moment.
What did he say? I thought he...
Moment is, oh yeah, just like that. Not, will you marry me?
Oh...
I'm sorry.
Leonard.
Just give me, you know, with Howard and Bernadette getting married, I got caught up in a little wedding fever.
Ugh.
I take it back.
Take it back,
At some point, we'll look back and this is going to be a funny story.
I guess.
Why don't we just start doing that now? Do you remember
Leonard.
that time?
Oh my god.
when I proposed to you in bed? That was
This is
so
not working.
funny. You had a little smile I see there. I should go.
I should go. Oh man, Leonard.
What if we learned the final number from Dirty Dancing?
Is that the one where you...
You're kidding.
No.
Lift?
Come on. Me running into your arms.
She's gonna do the
You
lifting.
lifting me up into the air.
I hope he's joking.
Finally got my mother to agree not to come on our honeymoon.
That's a big win. And he's going back to space.
It's NASA.
Space back on.
That's great news. Great news.
Uh-oh.
You-
Uh-oh.
All right.
Howie, that's wonderful.
She's happy for him. That's great. And he's not happy for himself. Aww. Too late to back out. It's your dream, man. You gotta go for it.
Telescope up on the space station, so they're putting me on an earlier launch.
Telescope. I thought he was doing
A week from Friday.
bathroom stuff.
What?
Wow.
We're getting married that Sunday.
You're right.
I can't go!
Space?
No, Bernadette loves him too much to
Wait,
let him
I don't
not
want to
do
be the
this.
one who stands in your way.
Well, too bad. You already did. It's a done deal. Oh, well.
Howard!
My dad's gonna go a little nutso over losing his deposits.
Ooh.
You're right. He is.
Howard, it's...
Your dad's gonna be furious.
Be
There's
honest with
nothing
your
he's
feelings.
supposed to- I should talk to him, man to man.
Uh-huh.
Howie, my dad could be a bully. He's gonna make you cancel your space flight.
We can only hope that he
We
doesn't.
can only hope.
Amy has embarked on a campaign to increase my feelings for her by making me happy.
He says that like it's a bad thing.
It's awful. This morning, she arranged for me to be an Amtrak junior conductor for the day. It's
Wow.
usually only open to children. She got them to make an exception.
Shame on her.
Shame on her.
They let me blow the whistle, Leonard.
Aww.
Her efforts are causing me to have affectionate feelings for her at
Aww.
inappropriate times.
Inappropriate times. What are we talking about here?
The particles morphed into an image
Wow.
of Amy's dandruff,
Dandruff? Her dandruff? Is what
gently
he's...
cascading down onto her pale, slightly hunched shoulders.
Okay.
I'd say propose during sex. Turns out that's a real mood killer.
I assume we're talking about you now? I complain, and then you complain, and no one offers any solutions?
Pretty much.
Well, no wonder the women are winning.
Winning? Oh, man.
Family pictures? Holy crap, that's a dead person.
How many bodies do you see there? It's a trick question.
How?
It's a fraction.
It's a fraction.
How about that? Anyway,
3.5.
Sir, I need to talk to you about something.
Walnut?
Oh. Whoa.
Thank you, I'm allergic.
Oh, my partner used to have that. He's dead now.
From nuts?
No, his wife shot him.
Oh.
But she
Somehow
refused.
scarier.
So in a way, it was...
In a way.
Nice story. Anyway, I've got a hell of a lot of nerve coming in here and demanding that we postpone this thing. Well, message heard and understood. Mission canceled. Thank you.
Howard.
When I first met you, I didn't like you. But then you and I had some time together. It did not get better.
This is the one thing I will ever respect about you.
Silly beetle haircut. You riding around
that's...
in a red Vespa. But then I heard about your astronaut thing. And I realized I judged you too fast.
Oh.
Maybe...
But what about the wedding?
You let me worry about that. You go up to that space station and you make me proud.
Aww. He's mortified. He's like, I don't know what to fucking do.
Okay.
Okay.
What if I don't make it back?
It's gonna be okay, son.
Bernadette will find someone else.
You really think so?
Oh.
A pretty girl like Bernadette, she'll find a new guy.
He's like, but what about my life? Leonard.
Hey.
Make this right somehow? I don't know how.
Yeah. I noticed you never answered me.
No. No.
Follow up. Are we still dating?
Yep.
Good.
Is it still weird? A couple more quick questions. You want to call me from the car?
Oh, Leonard.
I played that pretty well.
I'd say that diffused the situation pretty well. What's happening? Amy, you vixen.
Hello, Leonard.
What are you doing?
We're playing Doctor, Star Trek style.
Ah.
I'm in hell, Leonard. Don't stop.
Don't stop. That's fantastic. Wow. Howard's big old dream of going into space nearly broke up with Bernadette when she said he couldn't go, and fast forward to now, he was so happy to hear that it was canceled. I wonder what it was that changed his mind. Maybe he saw the equipment in Russia, or maybe it was the training, because he seemed pretty traumatized by that. I think he said he ate a butterfly at some point and cuddled with an armadillo. That last part sounds so ridiculous, but it's what's in my head right now. Maybe it's completely off. But he was so happy to get out of it while still bragging that he was an astronaut anyway because he did the training and was going to go. Sorry, Howard, not buying that. Like, you're not a mountain climber if you just read a bunch of books pertaining to it and did a bunch of training for it, but didn't actually climb the mountain. You're a mountain enthusiast at best. So, yeah, Howard is a space enthusiast at best if he didn't wind up going. And in general, I hate when people gatekeep stuff, so it's funny that I'm now on the internet gatekeeping who is and who isn't an astronaut. But I think most people would agree with me on this one, especially since he tries to use his astronaut-ness as a way to talk about his superiority over Raj. But he winds up having to go anyway. He tries really hard to get out of it, tries to use the wedding as an excuse, and hey, we finally get to meet Bernadette's dad. We've heard him described before, ex-cop, still wears a gun all the times, didn't see it on him in that particular moment. You shouldn't talk about Jimmy Carter around him, foreign people, gay people, or the fact that Howard is Jewish. But he's not too bad, actually. And by that, I mean he's not too detestable in this first appearance. Though he has zero respect for Howard unless he actually goes into space. And he's actually quite flippant about Howard potentially dying because he thinks his daughter's pretty. She'll find another guy. I get the feeling that Howard isn't going to get along with him famously for quite a while, I would say. Something interesting in this episode is that Leonard and Amy both use similar reasoning for moving their relationship forward. Leonard was saying about marriage, he was thinking about marriage because Howard and Bernadette were getting married, and then Amy thinks her and Sheldon's relationship should move faster because of the same thing as well. Now, I actually agree that Sheldon and Amy could move faster. Don't agree with the Leonard thing, but the idea that you should move faster because other couples in your circle are doing it is pretty shoddy logic. Like, I know it was written just to give the episode a through line and a common theme in this episode, but like, it's very counterintuitive. Not to say you can't take things and learn things from other people's relationships, but they're moving faster, so we should as well, is very silly. You're like all different people, but it does serve for some very funny moments though, because first, Leonard and Penny are playing with some gas. That was very amusing. And I actually had forgotten that they were taking things slow and hadn't slept together yet since they got back together. And when they finally do, Leonard, despite He said that he hadn't had sex in the 4 months since they got back together, so that he was going to be very fast. Somehow he still had enough time to ask her to marry him in the middle of sex. Was it like 15 seconds in and he just like, I love you so much, marry me please. But yeah, she specifically said, let's not make this weird, and he just could not help himself. I do like the way he diffuses the tension later in the episode by just being his like own little form of nerdy charming. It's very funny. And then Amy, this sly fox, roping in Sheldon into liking her more. I think it would have worked even better if she didn't tell him she was doing this in the first place. He would have just been unaware and just happy to spend more time with her. But she's a scientist, and maybe she thinks it'd be unethical to perform experiments without his consent. But they've done it before, right? But it's just trying to be nice to your boyfriend. I think that's fine to keep quiet about. But yeah, Sheldon winds up loving it and hating it at the same time. I loved his confidence that nothing she does will sway him at all. And then there was this realization on his face when he was like, oh, it's working. It's really, really great. And yeah, with the spaghetti and cut up hot dogs, he didn't even have to stick the hot dogs in his pants this time. And Amy was playing Super Mario music that just puts him in a good mood. He said he played it for 600 hours when he was a kid. I guess maybe they didn't have money to buy more games, or he was speedrunning the game, because how can you play that for 600 hours? And then she also got him Strawberry Quick to drink. She got him a kid's experience with trains, and then playing Doctor with him, Star Trek Smile. She gave a little wink there at the end. She's really good at this, and she's having so much fun. She was lit up with joy in this episode. I wish it was a continuing storyline, just so I could see her be happy a little bit about their relationship. I wonder if we'll see an acceleration in their relationship going forward. Probably not, but it was super funny this time. But yeah, wedding is going to get pushed back. Seems like Howard is going to leave as the season finale. Should be a good time. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video though, guys. You guys are awesome. Leave a like, really helps the channel. Full reaction, Patreon, down there. I'll see you guys next week with more. Bye, friends.